welcome you all again here in the premises of Aiims Patna. It is a pleasure to share the International Conference on Radiation Research, Impact on Human Health and Environment, and the fourth biennial meeting of the Society of Radiation Research from 22nd to 24th November 2024 here in the premises of Aiims Patna in association with Sri Sai Institute of Medical Sciences, Hajipur. This conference is very special as it also marks the 10th year of Society of Radiation Research establishment. This provides an excellent forum for interaction of the young scientists, eminent researchers from India and abroad in the city of Patna, which is known for its spirituality, historical importance, cultural heritage, and natural beauty. I welcome you all for the inaugural function.
For this, I would like to invite all the dignitaries to grace the dais. Our organizing chairman, SRR, on Padam Shri, Dr. J.K. Singh Sir, organizing chairman, ICRR HHE 2024. Please come on the dais. Dr. Amit Kumar, Secretary, SRR, India. Professor Sadhna Sarma, Chairperson, Reception Committee and HOD Department of Biochemistry, Aiims, Patna. Dr. B.N. Pandey, Chairman, Academic Activities, SRR, India. Dr. K.P. Mishra, Founder, President, SRR, India. Dr. Ramesh Bilimigga, President, SRR, India. Professor Dr. Saurav Vasne, Patron and Director of Aiims, Patna. Our Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. U.K. Singh Sir, Director General, Defense Research and Development Organization, New Delhi, and our Organizing Secretary of Society of Radiation Research, Dr. Pritanjali Singh. So please come on the dais.
To mark the official inauguration, we start by offering up prayers to the goddess of knowledge, Ma Saraswati, and lightning of the lamp to dispel the darkness around us. I invite our dignitaries on dais to proceed for lamp lighting.
sir. Now I request Padam Shri Dr. J.K. Singh, sir, Director, SS Hospital and Research Center and Chairman of Sri Sai Institute of Medical Science, Hajipur, Patna, to please welcome this beautiful gathering.
On behalf of the International Conference on Radiation Research, that is Impact on Human Health and Environment, this is the 4th biennial meeting of society. It's my great pleasure to welcome all of you in this grand scientific gathering, which will be there here also for 22 to 24th of November. I'm really obliged to all the committees of this society for giving us an opportunity for organizing this prestigious conference at Patna. Friends, medical science is a fastly growing science. It's a rapidly it's constantly developing science, and it's rapidly changing science. What is today, it is going to be obsolete after a few years of time. So we have to be every time on our toes so that we can be updated every time, otherwise we'll call obsolete. In the research, every milestone which has occurred so far, I think they give us some ideas about the new technology, new advancement in the field of medicine, and particularly in the field of research. I'm sure this gives this particular conferences, seminars, and other virtual meetings, and every scientific meeting give us an opportunity to update our knowledge. Not only that, we can share our experience with each other. Lots of persons from the abroad, they have come here, and I think we have lots. Last night we had also having a pre-conference meeting, and many persons were present there. We got a wonderful talk from 2 persons who are abroad. Society of Radiation Research, I think it's a very important, and it is not very old association. It's a biennial meeting. It's done in every 2 years. So this covers a very important topic of the radiation. We are clinician, we do only the treatment part, and I think other part is done by the radiation biologist. So radiation biology, radiation induced damage given to the body, biological dosimetry, radiation protection and radiosensitizers, hyperthermia, I think nanotechnology, space and highlight radiation biology, and radiation biology of normal tissue, nuclear radiobiology, medical physics, diagnostic radiobiology, and radiation technology to human health. These are the basic areas where lots of discussions will be done in the 3 days. And this is really needed in this part of the country. It has not been done here also. So most of the beneficiaries will be the doctors, the delegates who have come, and ultimately the benefit will go to the public. In spite of the tremendous advancement in the medicine, there is still some gray areas, because lots of technological explosion has been done in this country for the last many decades. But recently, in this advancement, there is still, after this, still there are some gray areas which needs to be conquered. Still we have some disagreement. I think it should be settled now. And there are many, many issues which should be addressed. I'm sure this conference will raise those issues which has not been discussed so far in the previous meetings. Patna, I'm telling you something about Patna. It's a very historical place, and I think most of the delegates have not visited this place so far. So this is for them. Patna is a very, very ancient place. Lots of episodes of Mahabharata and the Ramayana and all the other religions also occurred in this place. Whether it is Sikhism, whether it is Hinduism, whether it is Buddhism, and Jainism also, they have all the deep roots in the soil of this place. And that's why Bihar is sometimes called land of enlightenment. And we are proud of our past. We have many, many things which are done in and around Patna and most of the places of Bihar. So, one thing I would like to definitely tell you, that cancer treatment was started for the first time in entire Asia at Patna. Why? The radium discovery was done. It was discovered in 1907. In 1912, a huge lots of radium came to Ranchi. It's very 300 kilometers from this place. But after keeping there, they found that this is not a central place. If it had been gone to Patna, probably it is a well-connected area. So entire lot came to Patna in 2013, and the road through which the radium came to Patna, this is also called radium roads. Still that is there in Ranchi. It's a very important thing that peoples from the Tibet, people from Afghanistan and other places, northeast, southeast, country, they all the cancer patients used to come there, and they were getting treatment of cancer by radium. So it's a very important place, and later on, now the radium is obsolete, but it was kept, I think, few years back, till date, 100 years, probably it was in Patna. So it's a very important thing. Recent Patna, I will tell you something about it, is fastly developing for the recent, you can say, 5-6 years. We have 4 medical colleges, 3 dental colleges, and so many private colleges for giving the cancer treatment. And there are 8 to 9 big centers in Patna who are giving the radiation treatment. For the last so many years, we never had any treatment facilities in Patna. But for the last 1 decade, I think 9 big centers has come in Patna, and is certainly giving a great relief to the patients. And although one thing I would like to tell you, that Patna Medical College Hospital, where I also passed out, this was known as Prince of Wales Medical College. And recently it was renamed as Patna Medical College. So that hospital, the government is giving fresh focus on that particular college, and this has become, or this will be going on, second largest hospital in the world. Largest one is Cambodia, and the bed capacity here will be 5,000, almost 600, 5,500, 600, something like. So 5,600, the larger one is in Cambodia. So this is the second largest hospital in the whole, not only in India, but in the whole world. And we are really proud of this. And other important development was done by the Bihar government, that free vaccination, HPV vaccination for cervical cancer was being given free of cost to the girls adolescent girls, I think from age from 11 to 14. 1 crore girls will be vaccinated. Free vaccination will be given by Bihar government. This is a great thing, and no center, no state has done such a big event, and free of cost they have never been doing. So this is also one great thing the Bihar government. So many things, for many developments have been done, and I would like to thank our chief guest, Dr. U.K. Singh, who is a great visionary. He has a towering personality. And when India is going from the developing to developed countries, I think his contribution is immense. And he is here, and it's really, we are very much overwhelmed with his presence. And such as a person on the height of the science and in the country, in the scientific world, he is from the Bihar also. So once again, I need a big applause to given to him. And it's right now he is the chief of the DRDO in Delhi, and sitting at Delhi, he has done a very, very commendable job. Most often we see in the paper also. So a person of high dignity, high caliber, and doing something for the country, we are great proud for him. Our patron, the dean of this institute, he is holding the post of director from Devghar, Aiims Devghar and Aiims Patna also. He has some important meeting there, so he could not be here. But my regards to him. He is doing a lots of good work in this. Recently he has joined, so he is doing a lots of work, and probably Patna Aiims will be one of the best managed Aiims in the country. During his absence, we all also remember him, and most of the time, since he has to manage both the places, so I know he is very busy. And my thanks goes to all the persons, all the committees, and mostly if one person of this constraint is to be given credited, he is Dr. Pandeji. Sorry, I was forgetting his name. He is Dr. Pandey, a very, very sincere, very, very dedicated person for this conference. Every time we are talking for many a times, and he's also giving his advices. And apart from that, Dr. Misra, Dr. Sharma, and many others who are very helpful to me, and any times I get advice from him. You know, friends, that every meeting, every conferences, and this type of conferences, I think short time we did with his handful of persons, but I must say that there must be some shortcomings, and if you have to give the credit to Dr. Pandey. But discredit, I am going to accept it, and many shortcomings are there, I am sure, but I request you to bear with us. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your words of wisdom. Now I would like to request upon Dr. Amit Kumar, Secretary, SRR India, to please come on the mic and deliver his kind words.
Yeah, thank you. Dignitaries on the dais and respected chief guest, Dr. U.K. Singh, Director General Life Sciences, DRDO, our esteemed guests from India and abroad, distinguished speakers, my friends and colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, A very warm, very good morning, very good afternoon to all of you, sorry. And it's on behalf of Society for Radiation Research, it's a kind of honor and privilege for me to welcome, to extend my welcome to each of you for this international conference on radiation research on human impact on human health and environment 2024. I also would like to acknowledge and thank all our overseas speakers who have traveled from various parts of the world and have joined us today. Your participation matters a lot for us. It adds a significant value, immense value to this conference and gathering. We are truly grateful to your gracious presence. As a secretary of SRR, Society for Radiation Research, I must give you a very brief account of the SRR activities. And as Dr. J.K. Singh has rightly said that although we are new, but if you see, we are founded in the 2014, but if you see the number of activities that we have organized in last 10 years, it's more than 70 to 80s in last 10 years. These many number of events in terms of international conferences, international schools, public lectures, workshops, technical discussions, panel discussions, all such meetings we have been organizing. So it's like an average about 7 to 8 meetings per year. That means SRR as a platform where we are interacting at every 1 or 1.5 months, every one meeting we are interacting. So from that point of view, although we are new, but in terms of activities, in terms of our interactions, we are quite active. Society for Radiation Research has contributed a lot in terms of facilitating our interactions between the radiation researchers, especially in India, and also fostering interactions with our our overseas scientists. When I come to the ICRR, so SRR has conceived the concept of organizing the 2 international events. Every alternate year there would be one ICRR, and next year we organize international schools. So like that, in last 10 years, if you omit out the phase of COVID-19, then we have organized the 3 ICRR meetings. So first ICRR we organized in 2016 at Mumbai, and second ICRR was organized in 2018 at Hyderabad. And 2022 meeting, that was actually the ICRR, but we were organizing in association with Asian Association for Radiation Research, so it was termed as the Asian Congress of Radiation Research. So it was the combination of ICRR, but it's a vertically transformed meeting called ACRR. So that was the 3rd meeting at Mumbai, and this was the 4th meeting. And I must congratulate Dr. J.K. Singh, local organizing committee, and the organizing members from Aiims Patna, that you have joined the legacy of organizing ICRR. So it's a great achievement for you as to joining the Society for Radiation Research, contributing to the expansion of radiation research in our country. When I come to let me give you just 2 or 3 points about about some other aspects of the societies. So when it comes to the membership, Society for Radiation Research has conceived a concept of providing memberships at every stages of our careers, starting from pre-PhD to your full professor or consultant. It means we are allowing you to grow and expand your network within the radiation research community. And when it comes to the number, we are about 150 members plus, and we are always eager to welcome more and more individuals who are scientifically more serious and would like to pursue their career in the field of radiation research. You are most welcome to join our scientific family. And I must tell you in just in 2-3 minutes that the SRR, if you might recall, that the Radiation Research Society of United States, they have a very official, very popular official journal. It's a radiation research. Japanese Radiation Research Society has also have a journal called Journal of Radiation Research. Like that, to join that, to join the club, the Society for Radiation Research also publishes a journal of Radiation and Cancer Research, and we have been regularly publishing all our issues and all our ICRR proceedings. We have been publishing in this journal, and I would urge young researchers to publish their research contributions in this journal. You will have the opportunity to interact with your research will have the opportunity to communicate with the global scientific community, which used to join us in most of our conferences. When it comes to as an ambassador of radiation research in India on behalf of the Society for Radiation Research, I would regarding the relevance of radiation research, I would like to bring 2 points in our thoughts. One is we are facing the climate change, and second change is the change of mindset in the form of instability and conflicts leading to war-like situations. And both the change, when you combine the global scenario, I think the radiation research is going to be much more relevant than any other times. That means as radiation researchers, you have a much greater responsibility to contribute in that regard. And as a representative of SRR, I must say that the 4th ICRR at Patna, I truly recognize its transformative potential, especially for young researchers and biologists, which will help in advancing their R&D activities. And I must tell you one thing, that especially for young researchers, it is a golden opportunity, it's a unique opportunity at Patna, that you are going to interact, you are going to hear some of the world-renowned authorities in the field of radiation research, like like in the morning you have heard Professor Dr. George Iliakis, who delivered the Gopala Iyengar Oration Lecture, and also Dr. Tashiro, who is there from Japan, Dr. Vijay K. Singh, EFRI, and Dr. Chris from Amsterdam, Netherlands. Professor Kattesh B. Katti is also here from University of Missouri, Dr. Ashish Ranjan, Dr. Niels Cordes also. So I request youngsters to please interact with some of these peers in the field of radiation research. You will derive a lot of inspiration, as I have grown, as I have learned a lot of things by interacting with some of these people. 5 minutes of interaction is more important than reading one whole 20-page review articles. That's my personal suggestions, especially for the young researchers and the growing radiation oncologists. On the closing remarks, I just would complete it. My heart is beating, and I must say, I'm really, it's my heartening to see that we all have come together in this spirit, especially for Society for Radiation Research, and also to grow the radiation research in our country. And you might have seen, especially youngsters, that in this time, first time in our scientific program, we have given a very special opportunity for poster presentations from the podium. So please utilize that opportunity. It's something which will train you to speak about your research from such platforms. And at last, I would like to sincerely express my thanks to, again, Chief Guest, Dr. U.K. Singh, Director General, DRDO. And thank you very much, sir, for accepting our invitation to join the inaugural ceremony. And I am sure your presence will definitely inspire our young researchers and will also encourage the members of SRR. I also thank Dr. J.K. Singh, Director SSIMS, and also his local organizing committee for making such a wonderful, tireless efforts in organizing the 4th ICRR here at Patna. Finally, I wish you all a very enriching, scientific, academically exciting, and social experience during this conference. I look forward to your exciting exchanges of thoughts, which we will share in next 3.5 days. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. It's a privilege. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Amit sir, for such innovative words. Now I request Dr. Professor Sadhna Sharma ma'am to please come and say few words.
A very warm good afternoon to all of you. On behalf of Aiims Patna, I welcome you all here and wish my team all the best for the success of this International Conference on Radiation Oncology. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Next, I would like to request Dr. K.P. Mishra, Founder President SRR India, to please come forward and bless us.
Welcome to all present in this audience in this interesting international conference today. Dr. U.K. Singh, Director General DRDO, Dr. Ramesh Vilmaga, President of Society of Radiation Research, Dr. J.K. Singh, the Chairman of the Local Organizing Committee, Sadhna Sharma ji, Dr. Pandey, Amit Kumar, Preeti Singh ji, all dignitaries on the dais and in the audience. First of all, I would like to say my immense pleasure of this day at Patna in Bihar. The Society of Radiation Research was conceived, planned, and discussed way back in 2014, 10 years ago. And the main objective that time we discussed was to unite and assemble all the radiation researchers from India and abroad together on a platform where we can discuss the innovations, expanding field of research in radiation science, and many applications which are houseware today. So we were of the opinion that as scientists, we enjoy our work in the laboratory, write papers, scientific papers, and we talk about it. But it's also our responsibility to interact with society and also set an example and give a platform to younger people to initiate talented students into radiation research and in science. So today when I see here all the best people of the radiation research and science in this auditorium, I feel proud, and I think that purpose has been met. And I would like to mention that Dr. J.K. Singh has been expressing to us the hesitations, many kind, financial, participation, and so on. But I must tell you that you have done wonderfully well. And I think we are very happy, and we have reason to feel excited and happy about it. When I look at the audience, I feel doubly encouraged. Dr. Avinash Pandeyji, Director, IUAC, Dr. Chandana, Professor Kreiji from Amsterdam, Tasio from Japan, and Barke from AFRI, Dr. Singh, and the President of International Association of Radiation Research, George Iliakis is here. The first talk that he gave. So ladies and gentlemen, as founder president today, I feel doubly satisfied. And you saw from this platform that the very first lecture that George gave on the damage to DNA in cell by ionizing radiation, and then what kinds of DNA damage and what it means to the life of cell and so on. It's just important, and it's just frontline research today in the world. in radiation science. So to listen to such luminaries of radiation science is very fortunate situation and proud moment for us. I extremely feel happy about it. The other part that I want to point out, and which was conceived at the time of formation of the society, was how to blend basic radiobiology with the medical sciences, cancer applications. And that from this platform you are seeing that how it is happening so tremendously well. The science of Dr. Sharma spoke about flash radiotherapy. Dr. George spoke about basic biology happening in the field. And then you also saw Gautam Sharma talking about lattice radiotherapy. So it just gives us a feeling that the basic radiobiology together with applications in medical sciences, in therapies, and also many other applications on one platform that happens is important. So from that point of view, society has met a stage that we can feel satisfied that we are meeting our purpose. The other point that I would like to point out here is that the role society is playing in activating radiation research in the country. And as Dr. Amit Kumar mentioned here, that almost 8 to 10 activities in a year, either it is a discussion meeting or it's a workshop or it's a school or it's a conference. Many of these activities bind many students and initiate them to do research and come into the field, those who are talented, those who are interested. Many students here, I think Prabodh Kumar may be here in the audience from Sweden. These students were not initiated in the beginning. And now you see them talking about radiobiology, you see them talking about radiation oncology, you're talking them about radiation effects on environment and health. So extremely interesting development. And the last point that I would like to make is in the country, Society of Radiation Research has become a link to the Asian Association of Radiation Research, of its president Tasio is present here, and also to the International Association of Radiation Research. So our contribution as a society to unite and bind whole community of radiation science in the world is maturing and is activated, and I see the success of it. And lastly, I see the talk that Preeti ji made, exceptionally good to catch up with the time and putting science into practice. The low dose radiation in treatment of patients in corona time. I think it just impressed me that had we not had this kind of conferences, or society would not have taken initiative, Dr. J.K. Singh would not have taken in this effort, perhaps we wouldn't hear about this research. So this platform for young senior scientists and also those who are the applications are present here together on one platform. So I perceive the radiobiology together with radiation oncology, and now then together with nuclear medicine and also environmental sciences, all put together makes a strong field of science that is serving the cause of society. I was writing to Dr. Singh again and again about it, that whatever we discuss in this auditorium, whatever high talk of research achievements are being presented here, whatever we discuss among ourselves, whatever developments are taking place, must reach society. Therefore, try to see that our message reaches press, and if the press people here are here, I would like to interact them with the scientists of this world overseas who have come here and learn from them what can be communicated to society. The last point that I will make is the organizing committee did wonderful job of the organizing in such an elegant manner. We are very impressed, and Dr. Singh was mentioning about shortcoming. I give you a certificate that you have no shortcoming. Absolutely perfect man. And as organizer, we all clap you and compliment you. Wonderful. Dr. Singh mentioned about Dr. Pandey. I would also like to appreciate that Dr. Pandey and Dr. Amit Kumar of Bhabha Atomic Research Center, who are actively contributing to growth of society and planning and executing many of the activities, which is really enormously satisfying. I want to tell you that we have lined up requests from many institutes all over the country to hold the international conferences, discussion meetings, and schools. So that's the success of society. The society has become in demand in the country. And I think I would like to appreciate the silent contributions that all of you are making, and especially the guests who have come from abroad, and sometimes on our request they come on their own, spending their own money, and I apologize in case something is not to your expectation. But we try to do our best that you are comfortable. And let me tell you that we are a country which still has not come to the level. Therefore, you might find some shortcomings here. Like we couldn't start 9 o'clock, we started 9:15. And new thing is that this inauguration that is taking place here with our chief guest, because he was to arrive, we shifted. And therefore, science took priority in the beginning. And this is a noticeable change. It should happen, that science took priority in the science conference. This little bit formality that is happening on the stage is must, because we must get the blessings of some of those who are guiding us, advising us, mentoring us, and so on. So therefore, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to end just again by welcoming you, by appreciating your cooperation, and also by your participation with us and sharing your knowledge that you have generated. Most recent knowledge that is coming up in radiobiology and applications is here. Yesterday evening we had a wonderful talk from Captain Burke. Absolutely mature work, how the Armed Forces Radiobiology Institute is looking into the health of the community of world. Extremely, Dr. Singh, you may be here, gave wonderful talk that how we can protect society in case of nuclear disaster and so on. So I take my personal appreciation of all of you on the dais here, and also those who are in the audience, very important people. All of you should be on the stage who are sitting in the audience, but we have limitations, therefore I apologize to you. But I do appreciate your presence and your togetherness with us. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for encouraging words. Now I request Dr. Ramesh Bilimiga, sir, President SRR India, to please say few words.
Good afternoon. Chief Guest UK Singh ji. Once my guru told me, if you are occupying the post of a president, your job is to keep your mouth shut and see whether association work activities is going on in a right direction, and if it is so, pat their back and then say thank you very much. That is exactly is the work of president of mine today. You have heard how the association, which is in a toddler stage it was when I entered, and when I'm leaving now, and it is already in the childhood stage. It's entering the teens next year onwards. At this stage, certainly as a president, I really feel very humbled and very proud that it association with their very, very tiring work and sincere and dedication, and has come to such an extent, the association is one of the ideal association which you can really count. Ideal associations, one, when really it has a academic, all its objectives are met, and all the they take care of their members, and doesn't matter how small or big it is, whether they are doing it. And that's exactly what I really feel, and from this from this association office bearers which have really mentored and taken the mantle of this. And before just leave this stage, if there are one or two deficiencies or shortcomings, not even I don't want to call it as a deficiency, shortcomings, which everybody has to should own and then take it up, is regarding the interested people to join our association as a member. So it is not the owners of only our office bearers, it is all of you. And when you go back and see that your people, particularly the youngsters, take interest to join our association and participate in the deliberations. That is the one part and which I can really say, and which is important one to say. And lastly, whenever we attend any conference, make 2 points clear. Whether you have met any new person here in this conference, whether it has really changed your perception of your, either you as a human being, or have you contributed to the science, and learn one thing which you can really go back and practice in your place. If these two objects are met, I'm sure, and this worth is attending this conference. Thank you very much, and good luck.
Thank you, sir. Now I would like to call upon esteemed faculty and one of the key organizers of this conference, Dr. B.N. Pandey, sir, to please come forward and bless us with his words of wisdom. Sir, please.
So good afternoon to everyone and all the respected dignitaries on the dais and off the dais. And today I kept my role very limited to, but very difficult to introduce the today's chief guest. And I know sir since almost about a year, and I know his personal capacity to joining some of the review meetings. And as a good scientist, good administrator, and good human being, I've encountered many occasions where I found Dr. U.K. Singh, but today I got more formality to introduce sir. And it is first of all, it is short duty, but it is difficult duty to manage within short limited time. So the today's chief guest, Dr. Upendra Kumar Singh, is distinguished scientist and currently holding the charge of Director General Life Sciences, DRDO, headquarters New Delhi, Government of India, which is one of the very prestigious position at the national level, I must say, and he is holding this position since July 2021. Before this assignment, he was the director of two very prominent laboratories of DRDO, that is the Center for Artificial Intelligence and Robotics, that is called CAIR, Bengaluru, and Defense Bioengineering and Electromedical Laboratory, DEBEL, Bangalore. Dr. Singh is alumnus of Dehi Ahilyabai Vishwavidyalaya, Indore, and University of Hyderabad. He holds a PhD of soft computing. He is a pioneer in development of computer simulation and mathematical models for weapon systems, robotics, biomedical devices. Some of the prominent work which Dr. Singh steered are development on board computers for weapon systems, hardware on loop simulations for ballistic missile, integrated life-saving systems for light combat aircrafts, Tejas, very famous Tejas, all Indians we know, and we are very proud, and he contributed in that system. Submarine escape system, individual underwater breathing apparatus for armed vehicles, CBRN detectors, protective equipment, etc. He also has led multiple teams for development of many biomedical devices like critical care ventilator, military guy biomedical devices, and instrumentation, etc. He has filed many patents and published numerous papers in national and international journals. He is recipient of DRDO Award for Path-Breaking Research, DRDO Outstanding Technology Development and Laboratory Scientist of the Year Award. He is the life member of the Institution of Electronics and Telecommunication System, Computer Society of India and Aeronautical Society of India. So with this brief introduction, I like to introduce our chief guest, Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Singh, to address us, sir.
So very good afternoon to all the distinguished members on the dais and of the dais. It's privilege to be there in this as a part of this international conference, and very happy to see that a lot of experts they are deliberating. In fact, morning hour I did get the opportunity to listen to some of them. And it's pioneering for all of you that the society is doing such a great job. And Dr. Mishra, who has said that this inaugural meeting was shifted for whatever was his comment, but yes, I like that there is a dynamism in the society to change something based on the situation. And perhaps there are three more observations from my side. Before I come to my views on the actual scientific work, one thing that good that we are not having the plastic bottles put here. Yes, we are doing a lot of good job, in fact, in DRDO and one of the lab, which works on making the biomedical degradable water bottles, which will look similar to these things, and it is going to come in market. TOT is being given in the present Aero Show, which is coming in February in Bangalore. And third thing is, yes, there are so many occasions where I think audience are in large number. Perhaps we have grown, but if we are conducting perhaps next meeting, we should see that at least 1/4 of these chairs are filled up. That may be a challenge. But yes, I remember that there is this particular incident in our village. I'm from, again, from a village near Sasaram, those who are there in this part of the world. In Kaimur Ki Pahadi, this is the foothill of this particular Kaimur, is a series of hills. And I still remember our very early school days where teacher, and the name of the teacher was Raghu. Master Sahab Raghu, we used to call him, and he will pick up the people from every house and get them to the place where he was teaching. It was all open school. There was nothing like there is a school building, and do the teaching in the whole morning, and then finally they'll. And if people are not coming, perhaps he will go with a small chadi to get it. So I'm not telling that today it is possible to use chadi, but then some mechanism of attracting the young people to the scientific world is one of the responsibility of all those who have grown. I think this is one of the things, India with 140 crores of populations and many forums, religious forums, or you call it that religious leaders. If you see go in their forums, I think it is filled up with much more larger. So somewhere I think this is the responsibility of all of us to increase the number of scientific people who are there working in various fields. We had this time even a lot of selections after there was a ban for selection of new manpower even in DRDO, and finding that the kind of manpower we are getting is not as much dedicated, and now we are putting even one more layer of finding out what are the psychological factors, whether the person is built for scientific purpose or not, which we had already introduced in the armed forces since long, and all the armed forces selections happen through that particular process of knowing whether he is having the officers-like quality of 15 officers-like quality or not. Coming back to radiation, in fact, there was a lot of good discussion which I heard morning, particularly low dose radiation, or whether it was the flash irradiation, and similarly the charged particle, proton and neutron. Yes, I think they are the future of radiation therapy in the world. And a lot of work is needed, where what we are finding that high-end equipments are still getting imported from the outside. And even the MRI machine, recently one of the company from Bangalore, they said that they are making, but I think beyond one it has not gone. Even Samir Mumbai is making another one, and partially we are associated. I think one of the responsibility will be that we should have the deep knowledge of whatever we are talking about and develop some of these instruments. And I think a lot of government support is there. There are PLI scheme. The production linked incentives are there, which has enabled Indian industries particularly to come up with large number of at least smaller devices. I think now is the time we must move to making all the larger devices, particularly in the defense forces related applications. Particularly we are dealing with the CBRN and chemical, biological and nuclear radiation. All these things, whatever, many of the devices, particularly for the chemical, they were coming from outside. It has been indigenized and it is available with the DRDO industry partners. It is high time that we also initiate many radiation related equipments. Now beyond this particular forum is talking about, what I feel that we also should get connected with the people who are working beyond the medical region, because science cannot be bifurcated. It cannot be basically broken into parts. And most of the time solutions comes at the edges where different technologies they meet. And we are knowing that particularly India has initiated Gaganyaan, where DRDO is also involved, and I am the co-chair from the DRDO, particularly for the human related aspects, whether they are radiation dosimeter for the instrument or online monitoring up of radiations for the human being or the air crew, Gaganyaan crew. It is the responsibility which we have taken. And besides, there are other technologies, whether it is fire extinguisher or whether it is particularly parachute, how to get the module back to the earth. They are the things which DRDO part is doing, but very important that as humanity is expanding beyond the earth, the cosmic radiation and the solar radiations also we should do some investigation to find out that what kind of material we should use it so that the shielding, proper shielding happens. And perhaps unless society also come up, and particularly industries come up, along with the research institutes, it will be difficult to achieve. And as far as biomedical part of the world is considered, genetic alteration or editing can be done where the cells can be made to resist those radiation exposure. So I think there are a lot of other technologies. Similarly, something else which is related and which causes a lot of radiative damage to the human health is mobile. I think, can we say who is the person who is not having mobile in this forum? No, I think everybody has got, right? So very few study has been carried out, though we are knowing. I think I was reading one of the article where in America there are 97% of the people are having mobile. In India we have got 95% households, not the people. And certainly this number of Indian adults From 2011, from 12.5%, it has grown to 48.5%. You can see that how much technology has entered or penetrated our society. It has become prevalent. It's very important that one group should work to see that what kind of damage or what kind of protective gadgets can be included in our mobiles so that radiative effects or the effect which is causing problem. It has been found particularly in Sweden and France, where they have conducted a study in a very close control group where the mobile was used in a very close vicinity of the brain or the head. They have found that it is carcinogenic. There can be group which will basically prevent to have any further studies. There are lot of dynamism in the society also, where one set of group would like to have the study, another group will prohibit, but very important to have this study, particularly for the radio pulse radiation. Similarly, the climatic change, as I was talking about the plastic, it is very important that whatever climate changes which we are confronting, it is coming more because of power. And that mostly we are using fossils, and it is, in fact, in Delhi last 1 week, we had AQI of more than 500. And as per European standard, somewhere it was coming 1600. I don't know what to say. So very important that another radiation research should be initiated, particularly today. Either we are burning fossils, or now we have started using solar lights or the solar related energy. But then the related thing is working into the nuclear fusion energy source. I think few of the countries, particularly China, have demonstrated on a small scale where the fusion energy can work, and there the waste management will be almost nil, and it will be infinite source of energy. Whereas presently even the fission, nuclear fission, particularly the present energy source, whatever is happening, it is generating also a lot of waste. And there also how to transform the nuclear waste, which is presently all over the world is 4 lakh tons of material is still embedded inside the earth. Can we find out a mechanism where we convert it from the larger radioactive activity to smaller isotopes which can be less harmful to the society? Since the topic of this conference is health and environment, it is very important that we take care of the environment, otherwise it will not be very good for human being. It's very heartening that a lot of experts have particularly come from the other part of the country, and perhaps it is our responsibility next time that we make it so that large number of participation in this region happens, particularly people from in and around of the universities and colleges, and make it so that their management is reached. There can be a constraint of funding this and that. Perhaps all seniors have to see that we get correct kind of funding, correct kind of a sponsorship, and this is our challenge to make it so that if not full, at least half of these particular chairs are full. Wishing you all the best for everyone. In fact, all the senior dignitaries from the societies. It was an honor for me to have some interaction with you. We'll hope that as a team together, we'll make it so that this particular society grows leaps and bounds, and next to next year, whenever it is happening, we'll come with much more larger participation. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir. Now it's my privilege to request all our dignitaries to please release the Journal of Radiation and Cancer Research and Report of Society of Radiation. Please go ahead.
Thank you, sir. Now I would like to request Dr. J.K. Singh, sir, and Dr. Pratanjali Singh, ma'am, to felicitate our dignitaries on dais. To our chief guest, Dr. U.K. Singh, sir. Dr. Ramesh Bilimaga, sir. Dr. Ramesh Bilimaga, sir. To Dr. K.P. Mishra, sir. Dr. B.N. Pandey, sir. Dr. Amit Kumar. Professor Sadhna Sharma. I would like to request Dr. Anita Kumari ma'am to felicitate our respected Dr. J.K. Singh, sir.
Now I request Dr. Amrita to felicitate our organizing secretary, Dr. Pratanjali ma'am. distinguished guests, colleagues, and friends, we have gathered here together to honor a true visionary, pioneer in field of radiation research whose contribution have inspired a generation. It's a great pleasure that we present a Society of Radiation Research Lifetime Achievement Award 2024 to Dr. Kaushal Prasad Mishra. He is the scientist permanent position at prestigious Bhabha Atomic Research Center, GOI, Mumbai, 1968 to 2006. He was invited as a distinguished visiting professor at Radiation Research Medicine, Hiroshima University, Japan in 2006 to 2007. He graced President of Section of New Biology 88th Indian Science Congress Association Award. He is the President, Indian Society for Radiation Biology, Founder, President, Society of Radiation Research, India. He was a visiting professor in USA, Japan, Canada, Australia, Germany, France, Italy, South Korea, Russia, UK, and other countries. So I request Dr. Kaushal Prasad Mishra to please come on the dais, and I request Dr. J.K. Singh sir, Dr. Pandey sir, Dr. Ramesh Velimugga sir to please. Okay, and okay, Pandey sir to please say a few words about the Kaushal Prasad sir. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you, everyone. I would like to request Dr. J.K. Singh sir to felicitate our foreign delegates. Captain Gerald Burke, Professor George Iliakis, Professor George Iliakis, sir, please. Dr. Hans Kries. Thank you, sir. Dr. Ashish Ranjan. Professor V.K. Singh. Professor Niels Koorts. Professor Niels Koorts. Dr. Ashish Soni. Professor Katish V. Kati. Professor Katish. Professor Satoshi Tashiro. Dr. Prabodh Kumar Meher. Dr. Prabodh Kumar Meher. Dr. Sophie Dobiash. Professor Soji Sebastian. Dr. Budhram Shah.
Last but not the least, now I request our organizing secretary, Dr. Pintazli Madam, to give a vote of thanks.
So, very good afternoon. It is indeed a matter of great privilege and pride to give the vote of thanks for this very impactful conference inaugural ceremony. Gratitude is the fairest blossom which springs from the soul. And having said that, I would give my gratitude to all the dignitaries that are seated on the dais. Professor, Chief Guest, Dr. UK Singh, Director General, DRDO, Dr. B.N. Pandey, Chairman, Academics Committee, SRR India, Dr. K.P. Mishra, Founder President, SRR India, Dr. Ramesh Bilimaga, President, SRR India, Dr. Amit Kumar, Secretary, SRR, Dr. J.K. Singh, Sir, and of course, Dr. Sadhna Sharma, Ma'am. So, it is indeed immense honor to deliver the vote of thanks. And first and foremost, of course, I extend my deepest gratitude to all the people sitting on the dais for your gracious presence and for sharing your profound insights. Your addresses have not only enlightened us, but also inspired us to think critically about many things related to radiation research. I express my deepest gratitude to our distinguished speakers and faculty from outside India as well as in India, and all the panelists and the poster presenters that will be deliberating their work in the next 1.5 days to come. I express my heartfelt appreciation for invaluable contributions, your expertise and thought-provoking discussions that will be there to come, and that will be instrumental in broadening our understanding of everything and leaving with us with many ideas and perspectives that will resonate for beyond today. I would also like to thank all the delegates that have come here to sit in this conference and to learn and to participate and to have active engagement with the foreign delegates as well as the Indian experts in this conference. I hope that you will interact to the fullest. Your questions, reflections, and enthusiasm will of course be taking you to a new front with the collaborating and stimulating environment that will be there. And I would like to also give my thanks to all my colleagues at Aiims Patna, especially Dr. Sadhna Sharma ma'am, who has been there throughout the course of organizing this conference, my departmental colleagues, my faculty, my staff, because without them I would have not been able to have conveyed this conference. I extend also my unwavering commitment and thanks to all the logistics staff personnel that I have in my department, the auditorium staff personnel, the audiovisual team, the pharma personnel, and of course the press and the media. Without their support, we could have not carried out this conference to the greatest tune that we would have liked to do. And of course, I would like to thank each and every one from the corner of my heart again, because if you would not have come to this conference, and of course it would not have been as successful as it has today. So thank you once again, and I just hope that you have a wonderful time at Patna, and for the next 1.5 days that you are here, you enjoy yourself to the fullest and also have a great academic feast. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I would like to request all our foreign delegates to please come forward on the stage for a group photograph. I would like to request all the faculties of the stage to please come forward for a combined group photograph, please.
All the chairperson, all the persons who are sitting here, they can come and they can have a good photograph with us. All the persons. Please do come, please. Request everyone to join for lunch. We will again join back in the hall at 2:45 p.m. Thank you.